What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Blam and Glam issue number 5 Kickstarter launch party. We're live, baby. We're here with Richard Morgan, artist, creator, writer extraordinaire of Blam and Glam. And we're here with Elle, of course. Elle, Richard, how you guys doing tonight?
Elle first, please.
Say something real quick.
No,
I'm good.
I thought I muted myself.
Oh, we hear you loud and clear.
I'm present. I'm here.
You're pleasant or
I'm
present?
Present.
Pleasant and present?
We'll see about the pleasant by the end of the.
This is like a register, like Elle, yes sir, Serge, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
We're here. We're live. I got my vino. Richard, what you got going on?
I got Magnus. I'm a cider man.
Oh,
so,
okay. Okay. We're celebrating.
A big chunk of ice.
We're celebrating. It's a launch party, baby. Launch party. Kickstarter. Blam and Glam. One time. Issue number 5. We're hype. This is our first, hopefully, not the last of the launch party. Right off the bat, I just want to thank you, Richard, for wanting to collab with the House of Nerd on this one.
No, pleasure. Thank you for hosting me. It's we've not done a launch party before, so this is my first. So thank you both for this. And also, we're going to do a first, which is some live drawing as we go. So I may start as we're talking.
Let's get it underway, my man. Absolutely. So yes, folks, Richard's going to be live ink drawing. We got a couple. Actually, we got several giveaways planned for you folks. 2 of them being the live ink drawings that he's working on right now. We've got like 3 or 4 different signed comic books. One of them including the rare, super rare 1 in 1,300 misprint variant for issue number 4 of Blam and Glam, as well as some of his other variant covers that he's done for some other books. But that's not all, folks. That's not all. We're super excited. We're revealing a little later on the very first House of Nerd exclusive variant cover done by the one and only Richard Morgan. Man, I got a little peek at it. And, oh man, I got a hey Richard, you gave me the giggles, the butterflies, everything, man. I got excited.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty, man. Al, how you doing tonight, baby? Are you
listen. I'm feeling a little hectic. Got the time wrong personally myself. That's my bad.
You're killing me, Al.
But I'm here. You
are here. You're live and in the flesh.
Haven't gotten out of bed today, but that's no reflection of the content of the show. I don't feel good today, but I'm okay.
Oh man,
my iron's low.
The iron is low.
Iron is low.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Richard's Kickstarter, folks, is going live at exactly 7:15 p.m. Eastern. That's 4:15 PST. And 12:15.
Thank you for saying that, PS. Thank you for starting with that.
12:15 UK time for those of the folks who are across the pond. I just dropped the link in the chats. Be sure to sign up, check it out, hit that launch button, sign up, because again, for those who back Blam and Glam issue number 5. You guys are going to be entered for all this dope swag that Richard has so generously put up for the backers, man. a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, let's let's go through the live chats real quick. Shout out to everybody who's joined us. Johnny, what's going on, my man? Hey, congrats on the return of Pink Buzz, baby. I'm hyped for that. El Crudo, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. And I see my man Juanito making the micheladas. Okay.
Do you know what? I had private chat clicked on the whole time, and then I just clicked on comments, and I was like, "Whoa, there's a lot of people in the house."
Hey, we got a lot of people in the house. I love it. It's a live lunch party.
So Underglow Comics, they're the ones who produced 3 of the comics we're going to give away today, where I did alternative covers. So yeah, quite excited. We do a lot of stuff with them, but no, brilliant. Everyone's here. I can't believe you all turned up. I mean, they've turned up for you guys. I just happen to be I'm on having a chat, do some drawings.
No, not at all, my man. Don't sell yourself short. They're here for Blam Glam, baby. Yes, speaking of Underglow Comics, I'll throw that comment up again real quick. We got what the jungle, the jungle variant, Richard, model behavior, and the Vampocalypse.
Yep, so we got a signed jungle variant cover, model behavior, and then whoever wins Vampocalypse one, there's 2 versions they can choose from. There's the clothed one. I've got to get used to the angles, and then I've covered it over with some masking tape. That won't be on there if that's the one you choose.
Okay, the sexy version. Yes, go check out Underglow Comics. They're pumping out some good stuff. And then again, real quick, yes, Juan, I want to give a shout out to. Let me throw that banner up. Thank you. The intro music, courtesy of 7 Hertz Research. I'm not sure if they are in the chats, in the live chat.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're in there.
Awesome. I want to thank 7 Hertz for providing that intro music, man. Yeah, I was digging it. I said, oh, we got to use it. So go check them out. That's they're at 7 Hertz Research on Twitter, man. For all your music needs. Yeah, my man Richard can draw and talk at the same time. Super talented.
I don't know. This is where I usually start overworking. I've just realised my favourite fine line has died. So it's going to be slightly chunky lines, but that's okay. Everyone likes a chunky line, yeah?
Love chunky lines. I love
chunky lines. It's all about the chunk line, yeah?
Ruben,
isn't that a line out of isn't that a line out of the Goonies? Or is it? Oh no, it's Junk Trunk or something. I don't know.
Chunk from the Goonies, a classic. Shout out to Jonathan Elkin. I just saw you in the chats. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Again, Underglow. Yep.
Lucifer turning. Well, I can't say up because I think that would turn it down.
Lucifer is getting leading with us today. Hey, this is what we do in the house. This is what we do. It's no holds bar. Shout out 7 Hertz. Yes, thank you so much again for providing that dope. Honestly, that dope intro. I'm gonna have to hit you up 100%. Maybe we'll see what we can get new intro music. I think it's time for new intro music for the house.
I mean the music is we use that in 7 Hertz always has music for us in the trailer. So every time we've done a Kickstarter, we got music. That one's used in the issue 5 trailer. But we also I mean we've known each other years. We go all the way back to school. But before I started doing comics, I was trying to code games on an iPad, right? Mm-hmm. And I've got 2 games on the App Store. They're free, and they did the music for both of them. And my favorite one, which is Star Scepter, the music on that is amazing. But yeah, anyone who's interested in getting those games free on iPad or iPhone, on the Kickstarter page when it goes live, you just scroll down and you'll see a link down there at the bottom.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna drop that link again. We're gonna drop it often, folks. So you guys
Sergio, did you have do you already have your pen and paper out?
I got my pen and paper. Yeah, I got my pen and
paper. I thought you were also doing a couple of drawing giveaways. Portraits, you said, cool. Sergio?
Ooh, are me and Richard having
A draw?
Are we having an ink off?
Oh, an ink off. Yo, my man MJP, what's going on, baby? Thank you for coming through. Before we get any further, it's gonna launch in just a few minutes, actually.
It's
Richard,
going quick. I don't know where the time's going.
It's like that. Can you hit the folks with a synopsis of Blam Glam?
Yeah, so Blam Glam is set in an alternative London or an alternative UK in 2020. So where we all had the pandemic, which turned many city streets into, apocalyptic wastelands. That was the inspiration for. I'd already created Blam Glam, but I didn't have the final story. And I said, actually, we'll take that. We'll do an alternative. Instead of it being a pandemic, we turned it into a pandemonic, which is basically it's a plague of demons. They're the ones that turned up and result in the same way. So the way we experience the world is through this character, Glam. She doesn't remember who she is. She doesn't know her name. She's just woken up in this really weird costume. Yes, it's a chance for me to draw someone in very shiny things. Cool. And we experience the world with her. We will start to discover, especially in 5, why she's dressed this way. We'll start to discover a bit more about her as she discovers a bit more about herself. And each issue, there's a little bit where that happens. But I purposely play. I mean, when I'm writing these issues, I'm hopefully fucking with people's minds, right? Because there'll be lots that don't make sense. And then as you read more and more, if you went back through, some of the other things might start to join up and make more sense. And you might go, oh, hang on a minute, this is not what I thought. And that's where it's going to go. So the synopsis is, how do we discover through their memories that slowly start to come back, but also through their interactions with some really cool people up against fighting demons. And that's it.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. Yeah, you got demons, you got monsters, you got sexy ass main character who's just badass, dope character design. And Richard, all of the interior is digitally painted in the digitally.
Yeah,
is that correct?
They're all of them are digitally painted except issue 2. The last page was actually an oil painting. And that was offered up as a reward in issue 3. So somebody actually bought a completely different page. It was scanned in and used as the artwork. So somebody actually got a real painting. And I think the styles marry up quite well. So they feel like they're that sort of oil painted aspect. Okay. But I was about to talk about the sketchbook and I realised we're getting dangerously close to launch.
Very, very cool.
I think I'm going to have to. So I have to go through a couple of little tiny hoops.
Yep.
On Kickstarter, I'm just going to hit the button that says I'm ready to launch. And from what I can tell, that doesn't actually push it live yet. So It should take me to another screen. I'm going to push it. Here we go. Brilliant. Then it's going to ask me to check some stuff. Oh, hang on. Oh, yep. I've read these things. La la la. Okay. Right. When we get to 15 minutes past, I can hit a button that says launch. So that's fine. I'm ready.
About a minute away from the launch of Blam and Glam number 5, man. If you guys have already backed issues 1 through 4, you know how dope of an original series this is. If you're new to the series, man, you're gonna check it out and you're gonna be blown away, and you have the benefit of reading 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all at once. Yeah. Lucifer's Lee saying, I just want to say that the most satisfying spending of my money is through backing Kickstarter books. Hey, I love to hear that, man. We're showing love and support to great, independent creators like Richard. So thank you to everybody coming through and showing.
I mean, there's so many amazing creators out there, and stuff you meet through your shows. Some people that you've interviewed, some people that the Pink Buzz guys I know you work with. Interviewed as well, and also you come across Kickstarter like Adrian Galeric and Trakovi, amazing. Mm-hmm. Gary Parkin and Underglow Comics. You just meet them through this. It's amazing. I think we're there. Oh, should we go for it?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Have you got the page?
I'm gonna hit it right now. Boom.
Okay. Let's see if it switches over.
Let me hit refresh on my end.
And we're in. I'm in. Congratulations, the project's live. Yeah, I think yours is just refreshing now.
There we go. There we
There
go.
you go. We're in. So if anyone's after the rare things, to be honest, you can change your rewards at any time. Just go for the first reward you see. Give me the cheap one. All the special things are in add-ons. So all things like the figure, which we're going to go through in a bit. Things like certain limited edition covers. So the red covers, I think we've got a thing for that. Is just check it out. Basically they're in on add-ons, and that's where you can see. That's where you can add those pieces. I've hit refresh and nothing's happened.
Hey,
it told me to verify I'm a human. Hold on.
Let's go it up, people. Let's hit it.
You probably have a lot of traffic right now because it wouldn't let me do anything. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh god, mine isn't even. Oh, here we go. Oh my god! Wow. I'm gonna have to look and see what is starting to sell.
I love it. Hey, folks, this is probably the only time you're ever gonna hear us say, leave the show, leave the live stream, go hit up that Kickstarter link, baby. Let's show some love to Blam Glam. I want the community, the dope House of Nerd, the dope indie, the dope comics community to come through and let's come together, man. And we had some comments there. I saw some people were after. They're trying to get the yes, Carlos. Big things happening in the house, my man. Thank you so much for showing love and support and coming through. I appreciate all you good people over in the nerd room. Fulci, my man. MJ, yes. Juanito, thank you so much, man.
Jolly's in there as well. Jolly's backed in graphic vandalism. Oh my
love
god!
It, love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you so much, guys. And so we got the very first giveaway. So everybody who's backed so far, first giveaway, 25 past the hour, 7:25 Eastern. We're doing the first giveaway for the jungle
captive. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Signed cover by Richard. So good luck, everybody. That's coming up 7:25. Real quick, man. Real quick. Hey, I gotta let me see. I'm gonna you might have to stall. I'm gonna have to go in and back as well. But you know me, my multitasking skills are like
we know
non-existent. So I might have to do that after we hit end record because and broadcast. And you know what? Let's zoom in real quick on what. Okay.
So these are they're always quite loose style. Mm-hmm. And also I wonder if the demons, they have these weird heads on them. And I don't know if anyone's twigged, but the mouth is at the top and the eyes are at the bottom.
Which is super duper creepy. Which I wanted to ask you. So, you know, I'm a latecomer. So first of all, I need to apologize for taking so long to finally jump on the Blam and Glam train. Al's been like, you need to get on it. You need to get on it. Finally checked it out, and I wanted to ask you, where in the hell did you come up with these crazy monster designs? Some of the creepiest, weirdest stuff that I've seen. And
it's funny because when it started, I started drawing this character 4 years ago, I think it was, and originally she was a redhead. So everyone's out there is going to go, why is she now blonde? Why is she now platinum blonde? And that's actually something to do with the story, which I won't give away. But originally, I had her, drawn. I don't think I've got a super early drawing of her in this, but the the monsters, I wanted some demons to fight, and I wanted some big mecha stuff, which is where those big things they've got like 6 lions on their faces, so that's like the 6 eyes. But the actual main demons, the smaller things, these ones. So this was the original. This was the first Kickstarter, and this was all about. It was just, you know what, I've been doing these drawings these paintings and drawings for about a year, and I've just thought, you know, ahead of getting a story, let's just see if people like it and if anyone wants to back this. And I was blown away. 50 people wanted the sketchbook, which was just amazing, and it helped me get a brand new iPad that I could then paint with. And the cover is one of my favorites because you've got this whole demons, they're always in the darkness, and there's always a sense of London and other stuff going on which could never join up. But I didn't actually know what the story fully was yet, and it was I knew I wanted to do this apocalyptic thing that's happened in London. I didn't quite know, and then when the pandemic hit, as I said, it helped focus me. But on that first Kickstarter, we did everyone who backed, their names were immortalized in the book.
Okay.
And so they all got to be, you know, in it as a thank you. And then it's just lots and lots of sketches. I mean, these are still available, and I think they're quite beautiful. These are still available. So the sketchbook, it's either a reward or it's an add-on, so it's always quite cool.
Beautiful.
But yeah,
those watching, you still have those sketchbooks as part of one of the tiers there. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's there as a tier on its own, or it's also there as an add-on. So if you want one of the other tiers, that's the beauty of it, is you can always add on, you know, these things. And same as for the first time, I've done the guest artists from last issue 4. They're still available. So I've put them back as available as add-ons in this as well. Okay. I've got to say, I'm looking at this. I'm absolutely blown away. We've already beaten the initial amount that we need to be funded, and it's just amazing. Thank you all so much for my gosh, for this. It's already, whatever happens, I have to commit.
Hey, shout out to the dope community. I love to hear it, my man. I love to hear it. Wow. We got some people out there in the community, obviously with dope taste. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it, Johnny.
Man. I mean, it's amazing. Like in the first 10 minutes, the highest reward, which was an 𝐬𝐴 painting, which isn't actually this one. This was the 𝐬𝐴 painting that somebody did in that they bought in issue 4 Kickstarter. But this, I don't know if you can hear, it's still tacky. This is the varnish waiting to dry. But this was the 𝐬𝐴 painting that I did for them. So, whoever's backed the 𝐬𝐴 painting for the new one, I'll talk to them about the sort of image they want and the sort of finish and how they want it. But yeah, they wanted it on canvas. You know, you can choose on canvas if you want it varnished or not. And varnish, I find, makes it richer. But some people want to put it in a frame, so you don't need the varnish so much. So yeah, so we do that.
Hey, I dig that. I dig that. That is gorgeous. Rich, can actually before I get to that, we're just at about 25 past the hour.
Should we do the first draw?
We queue up. Yeah, I was just about to say, shall we queue up the first giveaway for everybody to back to for it?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is at each 10 minutes we're going to look at the total number of backers so far, and everyone gets assigned by Kickstarter their number. So the good thing is it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Let's go in a minute. We're going to say it's currently at 22 backers. We're going to draw randomly. There's a spin that we're going to use, and when we hit 25 minutes past, we'll look at that number and we'll go, right, it's 22 or it's 23 or it's 24. Mm-hmm. And that's when we can hit draw on it, and that'll be for the first giveaway. So this was kindly donated to me by Underglow Comics. It's a cover I did for them, and it's signed. It's an original art. I've got to try and get rid of the flare. So they're all signed. But yeah, this is the Jungle Captive cover I did for them.
Love
And I
it.
think we're at 25. So it's 22 people. So if we do a spinner for 22.
Okay. Al, do you have that that wheel queued up?
Oh, that's not my responsibility.
I thought that's what we had discussed, ma'am. You were gonna
You
choose the
know,
wheel.
sometimes we talk and hold on, let me share my screen.
That's cool. I mean, to be honest, we'll probably go to 23
Mhm.
now because we just had another one jump in.
Okay, you heard it. You heard the man. And then I'll let
Okay,
you.
so
Hey,
what did
thank you so much, Mal. I'm glad somebody noticed. You know, I'll never notices my
and you know what's funny?
coordination game. You know.
You tell me that every time, and every time I'm
Mm,
like, you know what?
mm,
Next time I'm gonna compliment him, and then I always
mm,
forget until.
mm. I appreciate you, Mal.
Okay, so we're going to draw numbers between 1 to 23 now. And this is for the Jungle Captive cover.
Here we go.
JC.
So this is gonna be for the Jungle Captive variant, signed by Richard Morgan, folks. For all the
Okay, ready?
Kickstarter backers. Here we
Let's
go.
go.
Here we go. Let's do it, baby.
Or is it spin the wheel, break a deal, spin the wheel?
Not these pop-ups though. Just ignore those, huh?
I want a tiny cat. Don't even know what it is, but I'm sold.
Number 15.
Number 15. So if you're Kickstarter, I mean, I'll get in touch with them directly, but Kickstarter backer number 15, they'll get a number assigned in their email when they say, yeah, congratulations, you've backed your number this. So they know. So I've made a note, Jay, for the Jungle Captive, it's number 15. And in fact, what I'm going to do, nice bit of masking tape, put it on the front, and then we know number 15, Kickstarter backer, you're
Love
a winner. We're there.
There you
So
go.
that's
We
one.
got our first winner, folks. Kickstarter backer number 15.
And if that's anyone in the chat, just tell us if you want. You don't have to, but anyway.
Now, where does it say the number at?
It'll be on your when you get your email from Kickstarter. You'll say your backer number.
Oh, look at that!
And it happens for all of them. And the good thing is, even if somebody drops out before you, your number doesn't change. It's just a number that's cancelled. So, so to get these, you got to get through to the end on Kickstarter, and it'll be shipped out with whatever reward you bought. So yeah,
I see my number. I might have to pledge from another account so I can. I was trying to get a low number. I got 8. I was trying to be number 1, y'all. I got locked out.
El Crudo saying
so Crudo's 3.
Okay, buddy. Well, good luck, my man. Good luck, my man.
So you had a question about, was it about the painting or was it something else?
Yeah, no, it was more so just a comment. I was gonna ask you if you could just throw that up one more time because it deserves a little bit of shine, man. That is gorgeous, folks.
So there's actually an unexpected thing that happened with this. So I painted it and I thought it was fully dry before I varnished, and there was a slight, it wasn't wet, but it was a thin down paint. And what happened was it started to lift in some areas. So these were super dark. And actually, when it did it sort of started to pull the colour back through and also brought in some of these lines that had been painted over. So it did something quite unexpected with it. But yeah, it's a real oil painting. Edges are always messy. But there's a pencil sketch underneath, and then I just work over top of it. And it has the same feel of the digital works. That's what I wanted to do was I needed to learn how to paint. And 7Hertz knows about this. I wasn't actually painting much until I did the game, until I did Star Scepter. And I thought, I want a poster for it. And I hadn't painted in years. And I'd given up on doing comics. I was going to do comics in the early 90s. And I gave up and went full-time into my career. But when I was doing this game, I was coding it on the train to and from work on my iPad. And I was getting other commuters to test it. They could play it there and then. And I wanted some art for it. Oh,
we got
Joey.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
That's Joey's.
Yeah.
Joey.
Joey. That's Foti's like, damn.
Hey, shout out to Joey.
Funny because he said it right before too. He said Joey isn't allowed to win, and then Joey, I'm number 15.
Oh no, Joey won. But yeah, so I wanted to start learning how to paint again. You know, I'd sort of done A-level art when I was, which is the equivalent of, we do GCSEs at school. You can leave school with those or without those. Hey, we're Britain. We love to do stuff like that. But now a lot of people have to do A-levels, and I was crap at art. I was crap at doing A-level art. But I went into advertising, so I do design and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think it was about 6 years ago. I wanted to make this game, so I made this game, and I wanted to learn how to paint, and I started to paint in Photoshop again. And then I moved on to the iPad and started doing portraits. And I do portraits of people on the train as well. You know, I'd say to them, I paint. Would you mind if I take a quick photo and work? And I was learning how to paint. And then it led me to doing the comic.
Oh, you don't stare people down and
I'm just
drawing you.
But actually, I mean, there's I'll tell you what, there's two really good images on the I mean, they're way down the list. You have to scroll through. I was walking through London on my way to work one day. I'd got off my mainline train and I passed this courier sitting in this window of a shop. Basically, there's a window where it talks about free delivery, like a clothes shop, and they were sitting in this window chilling out. And I said to her, I paint. Do you mind if I gave her this little card I had, and I said, look, do you mind if I take a photo and I'll do a free portrait for you? And she said, yeah, you're not creepy. Let's go for this. I said, no problem, no pressure. And she said, yeah. So I took the image. I showed her what I was going to base it on. Then I did the painting. I saw her again 2 weeks later, and I could show her the painting. And she was in the thing. But that wasn't the funny bit. 5 days later, I was going through the same bit, and there was another courier, and I said, oh, by the way, I paint. And he said, yeah, you painted my friend. Here I am.
No. Stop. What are the
so there's two couriers who have paintings,
that's one of my greatest fears. I see like TikToks of people who do like sitting in the 7-Eleven or whatever in like the cafeteria, and they're like drawing people, and then they walk over and slip them the picture and then leave. One of my greatest fears is somebody doing that to me, because I'm like, oh, you were looking at me that long, you weirdo.
Well,
at least you got consent. Like, you're asking with those ones that are like, no, I'm doing, or the ones who take like portraits of people outside without them knowing, and then they show them the pictures. I'm like, now I don't want to take a picture of myself. Why are you out here taking pictures of me?
I mean, they were probably just captivated by your beautiful hue of red. Mm-hmm. By the way, I like the switch there. What's going on?
The leftover, the original, 𝐬𝐻 streaming picture.
The original, is that the original? Okay.
Is it?
I don't know. Hey, and we're about a minute or two from the next giveaway. Let me throw the launch page up.
I'm going to do, even though this is an ink, I'm going to throw some markers on it.
Hey, there you go. So we got we're up to 30 backers.
Wow.
Yeah. And what did I mean, we went through the goal like 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the
not even. I don't think it was that long. I don't even think it was that long.
I love it. I love to see it, man. And again, one of the giveaways, Richard's doing two folks of these ink drawings. Those giveaways will be a little later on. A Richard Morgan original, and we're coming up on the 7:35 mark. Al, should we get the wheel ready again, madame? Please and thank you.
Still Tidy Cats. So
still Tidy Cats.
Save $5 at Albertsons if you guys were interested in what I look at on the internet. I don't have any cats though, ironically enough.
Are you in the market
I love the smell of litter. No.
Okay.
I just like the smell of cat litter.
You a weirdo.
in the morning, yeah?
Yeah.
In the morning, especially in the morning.
Yeah. You know what is weird though? I do like the smell of like fresh pumped gasoline. pretty good. That's a good one.
I think petrol, yes, but my car's a diesel, and diesel smells horrible.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so we're at 7:35, folks. Giveaway number two. This one is for the model. Is it model behavior, Rich?
Yeah, model behavior. So it's going to be this
behavior. Cover. There you go. Let me zoom in real quick. There you go. Look at that. That's one sexy. Okay.
So that's again by Underglow Comics. So that'll be that one. So what are we at? We're at 30 people.
Oh, I forgot to. Okay, so 30.
We got to exclude 15. Joe, you're out of this one.
Yeah, we're 30.
But
then I'll exclude 15, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And let me put.
So this is model behavior.
Model behavior giveaway, folks. Here we go.
Oh, is it spinning? Yeah, it's spinning.
That's kind of.
Where will it land?
Here we go.
So you gave it a good spin then, didn't you?
Yeah,
we're here like an hour later, just waiting.
Oh, that's close. I can't even call that.
Oh, I can't even call that.
18.
18.
There you have it.
Okay, folks. So whoever is 18, tell us if you're on the chat. If not, then
Kickstarter backer number 18, legal baby. You are the winner. Hey. Model behavior. You are the winner of the model behavior. It's fitting. 18.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately.
Man, curious if it's anybody who's watching us, let us know. Man, I gotta
let us know.
I like the spinning sound. It makes me feel it's a right, baby. We need
Mel, come on the live so you can hum the Jeopardy theme as it.
Hey, you know what, Mel? If Mel comes on the live, I'm gonna be matching with Mel. You know that I got the lights, I got the cap and everything.
Uh-oh.
7:45 Eastern.
What's
Wait, what happened?
What?
Sergio, you just disappeared.
Did I?
Oh.
Yeah, and you just came back on the other side.
Oh, I didn't realize. I wasn't even looking at the screen. Are you playing games? What's going on?
No, you like popped out and then popped back in.
Nah, get out of here. So let's take this opportunity, folks. Let me throw this up here. These are the red variant covers for Blam Glam number 5. And when I back, I'm backing
Richard
I'm backing one of these covers.
I've only seen him take one sip.
He's calling you out, Rich.
Hey, you don't see the intravenous line that's coming out. Okay, ready?
Well, cheers.
Yeah, in one, yeah.
Salute.
Congrats, 4 drugs.
Hey, I love it.
Is this what it feels like to be the designated driver? Not a fan.
Don't like that.
Don't like this.
Okay, I don't know if I've ruined this with markers. I don't know if is it working? Not sure.
Do I draw every show now? What's my man Mike going on about?
Talking about you should be live drawing too. Every show have a live feed of your sketches.
You're gonna draw for us, though?
Yeah, I know Sergio. His notepad is filled with those. You know those S's from the '90s, the 3 lines on top of the
you know it. You want it? What's the S stand for there? Elle? You want to say that one time?
Sergito.
But I do want to talk. I did want to ask you, Rich. I gotta say, I love these covers for issue number 5. Super sleek, super sexy. The red just pops.
The because the red is always the alternative cover. So what I try to do is with the main covers, is everyone gets get a really nice decent one and it's quite affordable. Do you know what I mean? And then when they want the rarer covers, but I always try and do a red. So and we've done it ever since issue 1. So this was the issue 4 red, and again this one there was a underwear version, a nude version, and a virgin version. So there'll be no logos. I can't point to save my life. I'll just do this. There won't none of that and none of that. So that way people can have like a standard one, or they can have a plain one. It's just quite a nice way of doing it, I think. But with the guest ones are slightly different coloured ones. So on the last one, they had 2 characters, Benny and Jet, which was the issue 4 guest artist, which was really cool. That was Monkey versus Robots, whose work I love. And I was introduced to through a friend of mine. And then this time we've got Bang Bez, who does just amazing art. His one pops up and I'm like, I should give up. So Bang Bez is the yellow one. So if you're after the yellow one, it's an add-on. Or actually, it's one of the rewards. You can choose it as a reward. And they're super smart. I've messaged them about something. So there may be some new news about the yellow one.
Okay.
But I'm waiting to hear on that. So people can buy this one now, but there may be another variant of the same yellow one, which may be interesting. But I can't go into more because I've messaged them today and said, could this be interesting? But everyone's probably at work, so they probably haven't had a chance to reply yet. They have, and because it's on my iPhone, which is currently serving as draw cam, I can't check anything. But yeah.
And Jonathan, I did see your comment. Can we get a close-up of Richard's drawing? Absolutely. When Richard gets into it, actually here.
So let's do it here because I think this is the better camera. So that's the first one done.
Boom.
They are loose and sketchy, and normally I spend more time on them. But we're cracking these ones out at the moment. But it's a little bit of fun, a little bit loose. Got a sense on it. I might use the white pen on it a little bit later just to touch out some areas. But yeah, super loose. That's the first one, and I think I'll get cracking on the next one because I think once we've drawn the Vampocalypse one in a couple of minutes' time, then we can move to the sketches, can't we? I'm going to do something different with this one. I'm going to go close. Yep,
and folks, the next giveaway is coming up again in just a few minutes at 7:45 Eastern. Rapid fire here. So if you guys are checking out the Kickstarter launch page, these are 3 of the covers available for issue number 5. I'm going for that centerpiece, man. That red pops. Which one, out of curiosity, would you go for?
I just did the basic one to get a low number, and right now as we're talking, I'm going back because I do want the yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean there's a yellow one where you can choose that, or you can always add it to something if you're interested in something else. So the yellow's available as an add-on as well. But yeah, there's a main reward version. Cool.
We absolutely we might get a little something when you come on, Mel, in a couple weeks' time. We're talking witches in a couple weeks.
The DIY cover we could always do me and holding a gun, and Sergio is the butt of the gun. What part is the butt of the gun? I meant like the handle, not the cool part.
The booty of the gun. Shout out, Ochi.
I don't know how.
Thank you so much for coming through, my man. Hey, hopefully you get to win one of these dope giveaways, man. Thanks so much for coming through, my man. Yes, sir. Johnny, thank you for coming through. Gotta get back to work. Okay, get on that grind, my man. Get on that grind. Yeah. So we're just about ready, Elle, and I'm gonna throw up the. Okay, so we're up to 39 now.
What number?
So did we take out? So we're going to be on 39, or it might be 40 by the time we get to 45 minutes. But we're going to need to take out 15 and 18. Exclude those.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so Joe has already won. Okay.
And 18.
Joe, you already won once. Just chill.
Although you still got another chance to win right at the end.
So 7:45, and on mine it's still looking. What is it on your end there, Rich?
We are. Sorry, time wise, not 45. It's 39 was the number,
39,
and we just got to exclude 15 and 18.
Okay. Excluded.
All right, here we go. This is for giveaway number 3 for the Vampocalypse variant set.
And whoever wins this, they'll be able to choose. I'll wait till it stops. Oh, look at that! No, is that a number 1? It's a number 1. Whoever got number 1. Wow.
Number 1.
That was Underglow, I think, right? Or Jonathan Elkin.
I was going to say, if it's Underglow, they won't want their own comics back.
Oh, you're right. It's Underglow Comics. Congrats. Hey.
Okay, I'll tell you what, right? It's up to you. Underglow, you can either do a free spin for somebody else to win one of these, and I will do something else for you. I'm trying to think what I've got here. I'm about to start giving away my house. I tell you what, actually, this is a bonus one, right? Because I think we could do another redraw. So this is a 1 out of 4. There's like a one-off rough test print where stuff is really, really, really not finished. But it's a chance to test how the colours come out. It's a rare piece. It's going to be collectors. Hardly anyone's got this size. And it tests a couple things. And, that's usually when I adjust the lighting. So I'll send that out to you. You can have that. And then we can spin another one for Vampocalypse.
Oh, there you
I'm just going to make a note of that.
We got a bonus spin here. So I'll just remove, if you could, please.
Does it? Yeah.
Oh, does it automatically?
When the winner is announced, there's a button to exclude. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at you. All right. Do it up. And my boy. All right, I'll take a sip, Juan. I'll take a sip, Juanito.
So close.
Have I got 11. A match for sips? Is that like a drinking game?
Shout out Kickstarter backer number 11.
Number 11.
Hey.
So number 11, if they're on, 2 spins, so 2 sips. Absolutely, I need to knock back this point, I think. So if number 11 is on with us, and if they're not, I need to message them. They can pick whether they want I'm going to get my hands wrong now. The underwear version or the nude version. The tape is just on the cover, so it will be unspoiled. So they can choose which one they want out of those.
Okay.
And if they're not on this chat, I'll message them on Kickstarter to see. Yeah, I'm tempted with this one to keep this one super simple.
Hey,
where it's just black and white.
Let's take a peek here. Let's take a peek, folks. Look at that.
Whenever I'm doing ink style, I always do look like super long lashes. Everyone will kill me for that. And it's always the lips look that way. So I don't know if that's like a liquid gloss or something, but yeah. So I think that's the next one. Let me just give this a little.
Watching the process here, folks. Cookie Monster. Cool. She's saying she's loving the draw cam. Hey, it's pretty cool, right?
I might do a bonus one,
Okay.
And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in something. Hang on a sec. This I've got. My wife says I have to apologise for the room. Everyone will see lots of boxes around. These are issues 1 to 4. When I print them, I don't print exactly what I need. I print at least 1,000, so that each new Kickstarter, like issue 5, 1 to 4 is in this room, and so everyone can still get a first edition of each issue. and when they run out, then I'll have to reprint them. So yeah,
we gotta require.
So these are.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
Go
yeah. No, go ahead.
I was going to say these are just sealed up in bags. So if I spill any alcohol, it's not going to ruin the drawings, and then we can put the numbers on these ready. So we've got 2 drawings ready to go. We might do another one. So what was that? So the last number was 11, wasn't it?
That is correct.
And that was for the vamp. Number 11. And if there's no one on here, I'll message them directly. So that's cool. Okay, brilliant. So I mean, it's gone crazy. We're almost 2.5 times what it needed to be funded. It just blows me away every time.
Wow.
It's crazy. I can't believe the A2 painting went straight away. that's phenomenal. But the thing I find really good about that is when I did this Kickstarter for the sketchbook, there was an A2 and an A3 painting which I offered up, and they were both scanned in for the book. I'm just trying to find the A2 painting. Unfortunately, the fold's not great on this, but that was a really nice piece to ship out. Unfortunately, when I shipped this one out, I didn't ship it out very well, and a little bit of the painting got damaged when it went out. And so I did like an apology painting afterwards, but they managed to get it fixed. But, when I ship the new ones out, I make sure that nothing gets damaged by, let's see if I can find, it's basically, this is like a house of cards. I'm going to disappear into an area. If I don't come back, you can call the ambulance. But like we use these reinforced, very heavy. These were from furniture boxes, cardboard pieces that will then reinforce the edging of it. I'll then super protect the stuff. So you learn your lesson. I'm never going to let that happen. But when we ship stuff, I mean, there's stuff on the Kickstarter where I show people how we ship stuff. If people have gone for the special limited covers, they get shipped not just in the boxes and bagged and boarded, but we put in A3 plastic called Corex. So that way it's sandwiched around it. It helps give the box a rigidity and super protects them, because some people go for like oil painted covers. The best ones, I think Johnny, so Graphic Vandalism, and Joey, and actually Elle, yourself as well, you got the A3 package. And that was quite a sturdy box, wasn't it?
It was probably the most ridiculous secure ridiculously secure package I've ever got. And I said, oh, this feels important.
But yeah, what you do is because you open up the box, and the box is a standard box, but inside everything, including the A3 prints, was sandwiched between Corex to reinforce. So not only did it protect them face to face, but actually it gave the whole box an internal rigidity, and it was still quite lightweit. And I find it's just one of those. It's like a whole unboxing experience that I think. What would I want when I get it? And
and then it had the customs papers on the outside. I said, "Oh, I'm important. I have papers."
I think we're coming up to.
It's coming from the UK. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we ship from the UK, and I think we're quite lucky. The postage from here is not too bad. For when we ship to America, a single comic, I think we charge about £7, I think, which is quite reasonable. Like when I've looked at stuff coming from the States, sometimes I'll look at a $10 comic and it's like $25 to ship it. And so I think you guys have got a real hard time out there with the services. But yeah.
Oh no, for sure. Like to ship
thanks,
to
Cookie
Sergio,
Monster.
it's like it costs like $25 to ship from. I'm like almost at the border too. I border Canada and it costs $25 to ship.
That's wild.
A comic.
That's
yeah, wild. It's mad, isn't it? There's a couple of things in the questions. I think was it JP who asked what's the number to call? And we have this stupid system in the UK, right? So yeah, it was Juan. And it was like over there in the States you have 911. I don't know what it's like in Canada, but here we have 999, which is stupid because you just hold your finger down and it would dial. But it was really crazy before you had push button phones because we had the slow dial ones. So if you wanted an emergency, you go, and then you get through to someone, you know, which is like, can you get here any quicker? Yeah. But yeah, so actually, I think Johnny pointed out. I think Joey pointed out some of the A3s. They've had a white sticker on the front. So sometimes there's the plus sign, and that's in one of the Kickstarter backers. There was like a set of 6 stickers. I think it was the second one. It was the second or the third. Mm-hmm. And you got a set of 6 stickers as they were stretch goals, and 3 of them I called cosplay stickers. They're not, but it was like 2 X's and a plus, so you could always, you know, if you wanted to.
I'm sure anyway. Joey took full advantage of the the cosplay.
Okay.
I mean, actually, cosplay is really interesting because there's been a couple of people who've done amazing cosplays.
Super affordable cosplay, by the way.
Yeah, a bit of titanium.
Very affordable.
But 2 people have done some amazing cosplays, and it's not even necessarily the first issue look, mm-hmm. which is the first issue look is there just to grab your attention and go, why the hell would you go out in public like this, right? You know, if you woke up like this, and you couldn't remember anything, I don't know what you'd think, but yeah. But then her costume changes, and I don't know. I mean, I think most people on here might have read it, but you guys saw the costume change in the beginning of issue 2.
Yep.
And
can you remember?
And he does a flip where it doesn't matter that she changed costumes. I said, "Oh, little sneak peek."
And not to interrupt, but 7:55. We're ready for the 4th giveaway.
Okay, cool.
Giveaway.
So let's do the color. Let's do the color one.
There we go.
So it's the color sketch, and then the other one will be the face sketch. So yeah, let's go for it. So we're currently up to 49,
15, 18, 1,
and
11, and 1.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
That was on point.
What number? 43?
Oh, it's 49.
Oh, 49.
49. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we hit spin, and then number 50 happens. I'm like you missed it.
Baby, we're spinning. This is for the ink color drawing by Mr. Richard Morgan. Dope piece.
Okay, what we got?
37.
Number 37. Wow.
37.
Okay, so if number 37 is on, this has got your name on it. And if not, then I'll message him directly. So cool.
37. So Kickstarter backer number 37. You are the winner.
Another sip. Well pointed. Serge, we got a sip again.
Oh, absolutely. Here we go. You don't gotta tell me.
Let's go. Chin chin.
Cheers that. Cheers. And congratulations on
I'm gonna smack the drinks out of both your hands. You know when you're like petty, hateful, spiteful.
and you know what? I think this is as good a time as any. Richard, you've been super duper kind and generous to offer up the very first House of Nerd exclusive variant cover. Richard hit me up. He said, "Are you interested in something like this?" I said, "Sir, absolutely, man. Featuring your dope painted art style." So I want to just take this opportunity to thank you, Richard, on behalf of
thank you so much
on the House of Nerd. Right out? We hype.
Right.
We hype. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so folks, here it is. I'm going to throw this bad boy up. The very first House of Nerd exclusive variant cover. Check out that bad boy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like that one now. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice.
What's your favorite part?
Ooh, damn.
I'm not a stutterer.
It's gotta be the neon, surely.
Hey, I had to do it up today. The House of Nerd logo on the cover had to match. I got the lights going on. Man, Richard, you've outdone yourself with this one. I love this, man. It just pops. It pops. Very first House of Nerd exclusive variant cover, folks. This one here is gonna be available. I think around December. Gonna be super duper limited. So keep your eyes peeled for the drop. Again, sometime in December when all the books get printed. Super duper limited. We'll figure out like a system first come first serve or something. But I'm so excited for this. Thank you again, Richard. Man, it's a beauty. She's looking great. I love the little straps. Those little straps. It was a nice touch.
Now we know what Serge likes.
I
please.
said
anything degenerate.
Strappy.
I'll give him my password to my hub account because
why would I have your password?
Yeah, ma'am.
You use the House of Nerd email.
He hit me up all the time for that premium membership. Stop playing, ma'am. You're a sicko too. Stop it. But yeah, man. Hey, folks, check it out. How dope is that? Man, I love this. I'm in love. Shout out, Elwood, backing, Blam Glam. Yeah, super duper excited. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the socials. We'll let you guys know how and when this bad boy is available. It'll be limited, super limited. So you're gonna want to keep your eyes peeled on that one. Thanks, Richard, man. Honestly, man, I love it, man. Yeah.
No, thank you so much. I mean, I can't wait for you to have that in your hands. You know what I mean? It's quite nice to do a limited one.
It's great. I love it, man. Where we at right now? 8:02 Eastern. So what is that? What 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. UK time?
We are 1 a.m. Yeah, so we're a full hour into the 1st of October.
Okay, there we go.
Which is crazy.
October, spooky season.
I was trying to work out how to do the time, and if I was saying UK would be midnight, and then you guys are a different time, and I was trying to work out what I put as the date, and in the end I went, do you know what? Let's just make it 1 minute to midnight, and it's just easier.
We're on the same day. It makes sense. Oh, you're not gonna throw up that other? No, allow me. It's the alcohol, ma'am. Okay.
I cannot believe it. We've got 51 backers already. It's crazy.
Let's throw that one up. Wow.
Thanks, Cookie. It's like because I was just looking through the fulfillment part and it was telling me how many copies of issue 5, and I'm like, how's there 48 copies of issue 5 already? And it's like, yeah, because we got 51 backers. It's crazy. Some people are buying the figures. I'm so excited about the figures. I can't wait to get my, I get the videos and the stuff from a distance.
There we go. Thank you, Elle. Check that out. Where's the other one? Yeah. So folks. I mean, Richard, I'll allow you. Talk about this amazing figure, man.
Well, there was a couple of people who I reached out. I think I reached out to. It might have been. I think it was Adrian Kaleric, Adrian Kaleric, who was doing 𝐬𝐭𝐸𝐲, and he had a figure, and I backed that. I wanted that figure. And I can't remember if it was somebody he'd used or somebody else had used called Retro Gimmick. And I just got in touch and I said, "Can we do a figure?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." And so we've got the prototype one here. And, I've done the art for it. I've told him what we're looking for in terms of design. Blam and Glam. The gun is Blam. And so the gun's in there, and I think it's just taped to the inside of that box, so it doesn't shift around and change the But what they did was they took a standard figure and customized it. And we've got 3 versions of this on there. We've got the standard paint job, which is this one. When I say standard, that's in no means by saying it's that, it's the initial paint job, which looks amazing. It's cast in skin color, and then they'll paint details on. They'll paint the hair, the X's, the clothing, and then spray it. It's sealed in a whatever is the varnish. Then there's a DIY version, because I know there's a lot of people out there who, Jerry, the figure was great, wasn't it? When that landed, I was like, wow. Mm-hmm. But the DIY one comes as the bubble, the blister bubble, and the card are separate. The figure's blank, so you can then paint it however you want. And actually, I don't think you can see it, but if you imagine the whole figure in all versions is cast in like a skin coloured plastic. Actually, the bottom part of the leg is cast in transparent plastic, which then gives you the transparent heels. And then what you do is you paint the rest of it black, and then you seal it. And that's something that's been in the thing. She's got impossibly tall heels. She runs, fights, kicks, jumps, leaps, all the things that I could not do. and that's even not even if I'm wearing heels. Couldn't do it, just in normal trainers. But Retro Gimmick, their name's on the front there at the bottom. They went, if I cast that in this, it'll be great. So we've got a DIY one, so you can paint it any way you like. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do a bespoke one, because I also paint and sculpt and make figures. Not figures, but makes like figurines and stuff. Mm-hmm. Whereas I couldn't do this, and I needed to work with somebody who was great at doing this, and they've done an amazing job. And so I think there's 5 of those. For the people who back the job I paint, the one I paint is, instead of it being flat colours, I'll do like the hair's got different tones and blends in it. Like the skin mm-hmm. may have different tones in it as well, just to really bring it to life, just to make it that bit richer. And then I'll seal it all up, and then so it's a real custom job. Quite excited by that.
And there's a blank available as well, if you guys want to paint it yourselves. Or Sergio,
exactly.
That's to paint it in your likeness.
Okay.
What color heels would you?
Hey, I like this shade of, what would you call this? Like a teal or
teal? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need the hat as well. Do you know?
Yeah.
You need the hat.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
does the tape match the hat, or?
All day, every day, baby, all day.
But what's it?
Now, so I could show you.
See, what's interesting is I'm like a Star Wars fan. Like I from the late 70s to the 80s. My first figure, Star Wars figure, mm-hmm. and I know the early ones, they were like a 10 back or a 12 back, which just meant there was so few figures that there was 12 of them or 10 of them on the back. So this one's a 1 back. So if these prove popular and we do more, even in the next Kickstarter, you buy this one. If we're going to do another 1 or 2 figures, you can't get the 1 back anymore. So this is going to be super rare. If we do like a Benny and Jet, or if we do one of the demons or anything like that, that'll be at least a 2 back, which means even if you're going for the same figure, it's a different thing. And it's the same with Star Wars. By the time we got to Return of the Jedi, you could still get Luke Skywalker from the first film, but it was on a Return of the Jedi card, and I think they're up to 70 by then. But yeah.
And so you said you wanted to know, when are you guys doing the life size, the scale?
The scale version.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to do the 12-inch version. The ones that are like I don't know what you call it, the Ashley Wood size ones. I'd love to do one of them. Maybe another time. But yeah, a life size version.
How much shipping would that be?
12 inches.
Can you imagine that going through an airport scanner?
Oh man, I'd be.
There's somebody in here.
That'd be wild. You know what? And it's just a little past it, but that's okay. I think we're ready for the 5th giveaway. Let me check real quick, or if you can confirm, Richard. 55.
So we're at 55. I mean, look at that's just insane. Look where we are so far, and we've only just beaten out. It's insane. I'm blown away by it. It's amazing. I can't tell you how amazing it all is. Just wow. So this is the second drawing, and yeah, 55, and we've got to omit 15, 18, 1, 11, and 37. Lovely, you're well ahead. You're on top of it.
My only job tonight.
They need some music for this, don't they?
Sergio, start humming.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Yeah,
every spin and every sound.
48.
48.
Hey, congrats, backer number 48, Kickstarter backer number 48. You are the winner of second ink. Yeah, let me throw that up real quick there.
That's got your name and number all over it. There you go. An original drawn on 𝐬𝐻𝐸.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Cool.
I like that.
So then we've got our rarest one when we get to it. And this is where everybody, even if you've already had a number drawn, you've still got a chance of winning. And this is the one we talked about, which is I love mistakes when they happen. So this is the standard cover, and see the way it's got that sort of deep blue. Actually, I'm just going to kill this light a sec because I think this is super reflecting. Okay, see the way that's more like a slightly purpley blue. That's how every issue is printed, apart from this one. This one, I think it just didn't pick up the reds enough, so it's slightly cyan. And this is 1 in 1300 is this colour. If I put them there, you'll be able to see the colours. So this is ultra rare. And we're going to do a draw for this. So anyone, even if you've already won so far, we're going to put it in for everyone when we check that. I mean, I don't know. Did we do that at 15:15? I can't remember.
So that is the quarter. Well, I mean, we were a little behind on that last one, so we're 3 minutes away from 15:15. I mean, we could probably push it a little bit if you want, Rich.
Yeah, should we push it? Give a couple more people a chance to get involved. Exactly. Everyone else is like, no, draw it now. But yeah, no,
exactly. Yeah, let's call it up. We want to do 20 pass, 25 pass. What do you think?
Should we do 20 pass? Is that cool?
That works. So the next giveaway for that super rare, and here I got there we go, the super rare 1 in 1300, folks. 1 in 1300.
That's like well rare. And I haven't even spoiled it. I'm not going to sign it or anything. It's just that's the one-off rare.
Okay.
Seal that up, and if they get that sealed with someone and they want to get verified, it's rare. Any way I can do that, let me know.
Beautiful. Elle, is there a way? I'm terrible at multitasking. Can you back for me somehow if I give you my account or something? Or
do what?
Can you back for him?
It's funny is I mean the regular viewers probably know. Elle for sure knows, Rich. I'm not easy. My multitask, like, that's it. I'm here. Don't ask me to do anything else right now because that's it.
I mean, do you need us to help you? Do you need a tutorial or?
I mean, maybe live tutorial. Maybe help me out here. I'm drowning. Speaking of drowning,
so I think we just knock back a bit more.
Cheers, Rich. Absolutely. Salute. Dink.
Saluting.
Cheers that.
I tell you, somebody else said it earlier. I'm loving the LED lights because I saw it was red for it was yesterday's one, wasn't it? The Lovesick. Just I am so excited for that comic. I cannot wait. I've got it ordered at my local comic store. I've got that 1 and 2 already ordered.
Yeah.
They can't get the rare covers because it's a smaller store.
Okay.
But they're quite cool. I love the guys there. In fact, he even will stock some of my comics. He's such a cool guy. He's in our area. But
you know what, Rich? I mean, you've been so great through this whole thing, collabing with us. Afterwards, hit me up in the DMs. Let me know which Lovesick covers you're after. I shouldn't have a problem being able to get any of them for you. Let me know, and I got you.
Oh, fantastic! Thanks, Sergio.
100%.
No, brilliant.
Oh, you got me too.
Yeah, there was. Huh?
At cost.
Ma'am, about to boot you from the live stream.
I ordered every single cover, the blank cover even, and the store exclusives. I'm hyped for those and physically to see them.
Oh, what else did you get in
that one?
From
that one on the 161. What's the 161 site?
616.
61. Sorry, I'm terrible with numbers. See, 616. There was 2 covers on there, and it was the painted one.
Oh,
and I follow them on his Suspiria, and I was like, just wow. You know? I mean, Luana's art is amazing. You know, and I've got those covers coming, but the Suspiria one was just incredible as well. the hookup.
Don't be a hater.
Hey. No, but that's Suspiria.
Yeah.
Great is that, man? I love her art.
It's just that I look at it because I remember seeing there was a Western cover. I think Elle. I think I saw it. I think you had it. There was a Western comic. And that cover, and I was like, I need this. And then the place I tried to order it from, they were like, yeah, we ain't got it anymore. It's sold out. So I'm looking for that one.
The Skylar Patridge? The Skylar Patridge cover for?
No. I think it was Suspira. I think it was. Is it Suspira?
Yeah.
Oh, the professor.
It was.
Yeah. No.
No, it was something about West.
Dario Brava. Was it that one? The vampire one?
No. Oh yeah, no, it was a vampire one, wasn't it? But it felt Western. There's something about it felt like a Western. Was it a vampire in the Old West or something?
I've said it like 3 times. It's Western.
No, if it's not.
Oh no, yeah, that's it. Go on.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes, the busty one.
We just like la la la. But when I saw that cover, I was like, I want this, and then I couldn't get it, and I was like, I pre-ordered it on eBay with someone, and then they messaged back and they said, we're really sorry, we've had to pull these.
Oh man.
But yeah.
MJ, it's because in Lovesick they call the main dominatrix mother Domino. So on the ARC review yesterday, that's what I put my name.
You're Mother Elle.
Mother Elle.
MJ, I'm a little hurt. I feel like that means that you haven't checked out our advanced review yet for Lovesick. Otherwise, you would have known that, my man.
I am so glad you guys reviewed it. You know, you got an advanced review because I was like, I've got the other book that they've done.
Bolero.
Oh, my brain. Yeah, that's it, Bolero. And then when I saw that, I was like, wow, I need this. This looks insanely good. Yeah. Yeah, so cool.
I hear there's a backstory on that one. Mother Elle mothering.
Miss Aldana. She sent this beauty, this bad boy. You're not gonna full frame me there. Oh, come on now.
Oh my bad. 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲. Yeah. He did the whole series. He did the whole second series for Bunny Mask. But some of the covers, this was my favorite out of them.
Oh,
I need to read Bunny Mask. That's one. It looks amazing.
It's a trip. It's like
a trip.
It's like scary, but like funny scary. Like it's like it honestly is like one of the few comics that makes me actually laugh, and it's like an uncomfortable. Should I be laughing at this? But it's very well done. Yeah.
Actually, that's something I meant to say. With 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲, you were in this comic in the issue 4, and also Johnny was in there from Pink Bars, and same as Joe. Joe was right next to you. Joe's like, when I said to people, send me a photo of your, of your face, Joe was like, I'm like, that's in. You're just a cool customer. You're just like, yeah, just don't fucking move. Whatever you do, don't move. but this was really good because around the outside, so the guy in the top right corner is someone I know from sharing art. He's amazing. I love him as Ken. But the other people around you are 5 backers who picked to be in the comic, and we've done it since issue 2, 3, and 4. You could be in the comic. In the first issue, in the second issue, they were faces on a message board who were missing. And one person backed that, and then there are some other people on that board as well, friends. And then in the third issue, there's 3 people who are inside the masks. They've been taken over by these demons, and they want you to be dead. I was like, okay, you signed up, you can be dead. That's really cool. But in here was heroes, and you've got the 4 guys to the left. And they were like, yeah, and they've been backing the whole time, and I want to be in this. And then the guy on the right, it was really cool because I said, I need you to sign your forms to release your likeness. I need you to, a picture of you standing up, posing. This is sort of frame. And he said, that's great. I can do the posing, but I just can't stand up. He says, I'm in a wheelchair. And I was like, wow, hang on, this is a great moment. You tell me if you want me to draw you standing up or in the chair. I said, if it's in a chair, I'm going to give you an all-terrain desert wheelchair. And he's like, and I showed him a picture of the front, and he's like, I want that chair, and yes, please. And I was like, brilliant, because I want, so that may feature in the next issue, not the next issue, the issue after. There's going to be a cool sequence where, even though you've paid to be in it once, I'm probably going to come back with a couple of characters and say, right, you can be in another issue, and that's free of charge. Because it adds to the story. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, the minute they said about the chair, I was like, wow, this could be cool. But I said it's entirely up to you. And so they're backers that are in it. In the new one, we've got 3 opportunities to be backers. There's some who can be the Hive, which is politicians, and I can't go into why, but you perhaps maybe get an idea from Hive. There's people who are party goers in the beginning, and that's where it's more like they're in a queue.
Which you specified fully clothed.
Yeah,
fully
they're all clothed.
Club goers, guys. So don't get excited thinking you're gonna back it, and he's gonna ask you to send nudes. Don't be weird, guys.
I was excited.
But then there's like a third one where you've been captured, and again it's closed, but you might have a rip here. Right, not to see anything. There might be a rip here, and I won't go into why because it's quite an interesting twist on, on the story. And I think when people read 5, it'll be interesting to know where it went. But what was interesting is in the issues you've been reading, she's drawn to going somewhere. Right, she's absolutely, I've got to get to this place. And we did a walk. So my day job is not this. This is my side hustle, and I love doing this. And also I have a day job. I really enjoy it. I work for an agency. And we had what was called a foundation day yesterday, which is where we're going to give back. So it was like we had crews going around London doing cleanup. I did a 10-mile walk for somebody who used to work with us, and unfortunately she'd battled cancer on and off and lost the battle this year. Tamara, and she was amazing, and I worked with her, and we always talked, and she loved she actually did cosplay, and she took her grandkids to go to comic conventions and stuff, and she was amazing. And so we did a 10-mile walk for Tamara, and we walked past the place. It was beautiful timing. Yesterday we walked past the place issue 5 is set in, so I could take snaps as I was going around on the walk, and it just something meant everything aligned. So I've got some great reference for that, and it will make sense when we see it. I mean, it's in the story anyway. People know where we're going, but this is where it's now going to really start messing with what's going on. I'm quite looking forward to it. But yeah, but I keep saying to people, there's little hidden Easter eggs all over the comic, right? Anything that's coming is already in issue 1, right? Anything that happens by the time we get to issue 8, it's already set up in issue 1. But there's something really, and I'll flash the cover. There's something on the cover that's hidden, and it's so well hidden, no one has spotted it yet. But there will be someone who goes, I know what it is. Like, but not yet. When and it has huge ramifications for the character. Is the only thing I can say, right? And someone said, is it the plus sign? No, it's not the plus sign. That's you can see that there's something hidden on the character. You can see. You can especially see it on the naked version, not the naked, but the underwear and the naked version of the red cover. In 5, and it will have ramifications for the character, and it's subtle. It's only certain people may pick up on it, or certain people will understand. And it's something I wanted to build into character from the get-go that makes you think, "Oh shit!" No one's caught it yet. Okay. No one's seen what it is yet. Okay. So, yeah. So it'll be interesting if someone gets to there before we get to that reveal. And I can't remember because I've got 8 issues already planned out, but sometimes I have to shift the phasing of where something gets revealed. And this will most likely get revealed in 7, and then 8 will mess you up even further.
Okay.
And and 8 is the close of the first chapter, right? It's almost like watching The Matrix. You know, it's open-ended at the end, but it's had a nice conclusion. But it's open-ended, you can carry on. And that's sort of the way it's written. I'd love to go into, you know, a volume 2 that then carries on 9, 10, you know, another 8. So we'll see. But it depends on how well this goes.
Well, if the reception to number 5 is any indication so far, it sounds like you're just getting started, man. Yeah, folks, if you're just tuning in or you're not familiar, Kickstarter Launch Party for Richard Morgan's Blam Glam issue number 5. It's a whole lot of fun. Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Elle. Let me throw that link up in the comments one more time again. Yeah, check it out. The Kickstarter is live, and it looks like we're currently just over an hour into the launch. We're at 58 backers, folks. Like triple the pledge required. It's been surpassed. I think, what was it, like in the first 5 minutes or something like that. So yeah, man, it's a whole lot of fun. Before we do this super rare giveaway, for anybody who might just be tuning in, Rich, a quick synopsis of what Glam and Blam and 5 is.
And Blam is.
Hold on yourself.
The wine is getting.
Yeah, so Blam Glam is basically an alternative 2020, and instead of a pandemic, so it's, you know, the way the pandemic turned everyone's world upside down. You know, streets were empty, people were, you know, sadly getting ill, and some people dying, which was just horrible. This takes that same event, but turns it, instead of it being about a virus, it turns it into a plague of demons. So it's a pandemonic, and there'll be stuff in the book that is relevant to UK people. So you see, there's a politician that looks a bit like a politician who's now no longer in charge of the country. But we always had a podium where they gave announcements out telling you to stay home, or to what was it? It was cover your face, keep your space. There was all sorts of stuff they said, but on this podium is a message which is about keeping the distance, and so it plays into the political spectrum here as well. But yeah, it's about everything going, and actually that one you just showed a second ago, which was it was like an anime test. So this isn't even the final thing, but this is saying, I would love to make an anime of this. I mean, I'd love to make a series or a film, but I don't think you could do it as a film. I think you'd do it as an anime series. And I love things like, from the 80s, Aeon Flux, the cartoon.
I was just about to say that it has big Aeon Flux vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the background is I did a quick painting test. I mean, this was I nicked the colors from an Aeon Flux. There was like a CD-ROM TV advert for a CD-ROM version of a like an interactive game back in the late 90s, and there was a panel that I wish I could buy. It was like the background, which was quite beautiful. It was 3 cells from the animation, and I think it was going for about $2 grand. I couldn't afford that. I was hoping I'd get it for like 200 quid, not 2 Gs, but they are just you know, it was that sort of inspiration. I mean, I haven't got the style that plays to, you know, Peter Chung's work. Is it Peter Chung who did Aeon Flux is amazing, and he also did one of the Animatrix pieces as well. But mine is, it's the colours, but I'd like to get it. It's got to feel like it is the same sort of thing. So here it's, it could work.
Yeah, you know what, and it's funny that you bring up the Animatrix. I'm not too familiar with anime at all, but I was like big into the Matrix and that whole universe. I love the Animatrix, those anime films, and absolutely something like Blam Glam. Oh man, in that Animatrix style, I think it would be like just mint, just perfect. So
it's like this. It's like there's you know, the books when you read them are quite short. They're 24 pages, and it's that sort of it's fast storytelling. Whereas I think if you did an animation, you could really go to town with the fights, you know, and it'd be amazing. It'd be in that sort of style, you know, like when she's up against the machines for the first time, and she's sort of like, you know, I'm a gymnast, or you know, or what am I? You know, because she can do these backflips and these flips and everything, and fight off against machines. I'd love to see that moving. You know, when I did the bit where she jumps, there's a bit where she jumps on a tank, jumps on something else, and jumps on a bus, and then goes flying through the air screaming. You know, that's I could see that. You know, and I definitely could see that as an anime. But it's funny because Glam is her, and it's just a nickname because they don't know what she's called. Blam is the gun, and Blam doesn't talk to anyone. He just says Blam Blam, but she understands him, and he understands her. But she doesn't say to him. He's basically a bit like the Judge Red gun. He's got different ammo, and you talk to him, but because he's malfunctioning and no one can get him to work. When she talks to him, she uses noises. So when she's jumping off that bus, she's screaming. I think she's going like ah. And he goes, armor piercing activated. And you're like, and then another time she'd be like, and he'll go, you know, auto fire activated. So it's about sounds, you know, I'm waiting for a grenade. Actually, the grenade one is coming, you know, and actually anyone who knows the films I like, there'll be certain bits in 5 where, you know, you go, I know what film that it's not you're stealing from, but what film you're, you know, inspired by. So it'll be quite cool. I can't wait to show 5. 5's going to be crazy as hell.
I'm excited. I'm super excited to dig into it. Yeah, man. Blam Glam, folks, a whole lot of fun. If this is your first time getting familiar with the book, yeah, you guys, it's just some cool shit. It's some cool shit. Let me just say it. Yeah, it's fun. I think. Hey, we're like, let's do this super rare giveaway.
One just jumped up. Then it just jumped up to 59.
Okay, perfect timing.
So yeah, I think we're and this everyone is available. You know, we've not excluded anyone now, and so this is the chance to win that rare one we were talking about.
Okay, Joe, you demanded it. Here we go, baby. Spin that wheel.
Joe's like he wants it.
Here we go. This is for the super rare misprint variant, folks.
Oh, that's a big spin, isn't it? Oh, what's that one? 51.
51. Congratulations, Kickstarter backer number 51. You are the winner, the lucky winner of the super rare misprint. Let me zoom that. Yeah, for everybody.
What I'll do is I'll put the comparison next to it so you can see. Everyone else gets the one on the right. Everyone who's ever ordered the comic or has ordered new issues now, they get the blue one on the right. This one, they get the more cyan limited one. Hey! Oh, Elwood, is that you? Should we check? I'll be able to confirm.
My man,
backer report.
I hope it's you, buddy. Yeah. How's the nerd regular man?
Not me being muted this whole time.
What was it? What was it? 51. Yes, 51. Elwood. Yep. Elwood, you've done it. Elwood.
There you go.
As long as you end up
payment late and walked away with the top prize.
Shall we
Yeah,
cheers
that's yours.
to Elwood, Rich?
Cheers.
Time?
Let's cheers to Elwood. Thank you for everyone.
Chug the Elwood. Go ahead and chug
Chug
it.
to Elwood.
Oh, here we go, folks. Hey, Elwood, congratulations, my man. Yeah, that's dope, man. Love to see you go to one of the regulars here on the show. Yeah, man. Hey, Elle, you got no good?
No. Huh?
How person you go deliver it to him? Just give it to me.
Oye, Juanito, trying to pull shenanigans.
Yes, let's do that.
Rich can send them all to me. I'll
Serge wants it, and then yeah. So yeah,
Richard,
brilliant.
I mean, Elwood is a fellow Canuck, a fellow Canadian, so hey, I got you. I got you, buddy. Man. Hey.
So yeah, I mean, normally I'd be like, right, so in a couple of days' time, I need to start thinking about stretch goals. No, I've got to do stretch goals first thing tomorrow. So we normally do the first stretch goal I'm going to do, which will probably be 4 or let's see, say 4.5. Let's see what it is. But that gets you the trading card, which is like we've done it in the past 2 issues.
Oh, shit.
Trading cards.
Sorry.
It's actually, let's see if I can find one. I've got one. So in the back of here is one of the cards. So this was a issue 4 cover card. But what we do is not just that, it unlocks 3 real gold leaf embellished ones. So everyone who physically backs will get when we do that, and I think we'll easily get into that, we'll get a card in with their comic. But 3 people out of the however many there are, there's a chance you'll get a real gold leaf one, so a super rare one. And each gold leaf one is done slightly differently because, of course, you paint on glue and it comes out different anyway. So that'll be quite cool. But I've got to think of, like, we've got some marked giveaways. And in fact, actually, what I like to do is even things like the cover that we did for the yellow cover, Bang Bears. I used the previous Kickstarter to pay people in advance. I don't like saying, let's wait for the Kickstarter to happen and then I'll pay you. I want to pay people upfront. So, so you got that. But there were some people, I always like to buy art, which we do as a real giveaway. So they're art drops. And there's a couple coming. I just want to see which ones I've got here. Oh, yeah, we got there's a Schlepsig one here, which was just amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's real art. The guys paid for that. So that's one. And that'll be one of the rewards as a random art drop. I'm just trying to see what else we got in here. Who else we got? We've got Jonathan Moser, who sort of draws in this really cool. It's got quite a Jim Mahfood style.
Yeah, that is dope.
So so he's one of them, and then I thought there was another one in here. Oh no, there is. There's a couple more, and so these are real art drops that will happen. And they're just inserted randomly into packages. And the way it normally happens is I'll say to my son, pick a number between this and this, and then that's it, So yeah, but there's a number of these. There's a couple more somewhere. And yeah, then we're going to do a couple other things as well. But it's just quite nice to because there's quite a few Instagram artists I love.
Mm-hmm.
And and somebody says, "Oh, I'd like to do," and I go, "Well, let me pay you to do it." So that way we get a nice piece of art that somebody owns. It's real. Do you know what I mean? And as a drop. So if you open up your package and the art's there, it's got to be cool, isn't it?
I don't know if you're familiar with Flops. He's got a
Flops
style.
I love Flops' work. Okay. Yeah, I love Flops. Yeah. I'm gonna get so we do 2 things. We do real drawings like that, which are real giveaways, but also I get people to do cover art, and I want to get Flops to do one of the covers coming up. So I'm going to talk to them about it in one of the issues coming up. So each issue I now do a guest artist, and they do an alternative cover. And I want to get Flops.
That'll
Yeah.
be dope.
Brow would do a sick glam too, though.
Brow.
Yeah.
Yo.
That'd be sick.
That's it.
That's the good one.
Elle,
one.
hit me up with their Instagram and I'll check them out.
Yeah.
He did Vermilion this year.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Vermilion I've got that here. That was awesome. That was a one shot, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yep, from Behemoth. From now they how they changed their name to Sumerian Comics?
To who?
So Behemoth is now Sumerian Comic. I don't know why they did that, but they did the name change like a month or two back.
So all of my stickers are
obsolete.
Obsolete.
Obsolete. They're vintage, baby. Yeah.
Oh, because they're a part. They. Oh, okay. I see what they did.
Sumerian records. Yeah, you have to Google that. I can't hear you typing. I hear that.
What? What are you talking about?
Hey, look, hey, listen, Joey, don't talk to me about you guys are getting hit hard in Quebec. You guys got the cheapest alcohol prices in the country, my man. Stop. Move to Ontario for a minute, bro. Yo, a 2-4 of like domestic no-name brand beer is like, I want to say like $20. So it's ridiculous. Don't complain to me about the prices, Joey. Come on, son.
Our sales tax out here for alcohol is ridiculous. Like if I buy a bottle, like let's say it's 20, I'm gonna be spending like 35 on it. After taxes. And if you order a delivery, there's a premium on that tax too.
We know you do delivery.
I sure do. I sure do. I be telling my husband, make sure you take your ID with you.
I was trying to find my Vermilion, which is I think in this pile, but I've gone past it. But that was a flops one that I got for Cabricini, and I did a alternative cover for them as well. But
your cover was sick.
Flops has this really cool style. Yeah, I love that one.
So dope, man. Yeah, folks. If you guys, we had flops back on months ago, like just when he was like starting to pop off. I came across his account randomly, and I was like, instantaneously, I hit you up, right? Like pretty much, I said, yo, we got to get this guy on. I love that old school, like that vintage 80s comics, 90s comics vibe. So yeah, man, that'd be super cool to see a Blam Glam variant cover by
that's definitely in the plan. I need to talk to them about when we can do that and if they're interested. So yeah, that'll be awesome.
I think it's time for me to re
I think I'm out. I think my one's downstairs, and because the walk we did yesterday was 10 miles. And my wife was laughing at me this morning. My feet are blistered badly because I thought I picked walking shoes. I didn't. They're really bad. And also, not just that, my calves and my legs are killing. So going up and down stairs is a problem at the moment. I did 30,000 steps yesterday. I'm quite pleased.
Shout out Elwood. I saw that you backed. That's dope, man. The House of Nerd.
We put that to one side for Elwood. Yeah, exactly.
You said I saw that you backed. He won, so clearly.
No, I know. Yeah.
Drink of water. Drink of water.
Which one?
Which one? You know what? And you know what's funny? They're both at the bottom. Just finish it off. Why you got?
No, this was four.
Oh, okay. I was like, you got the science hoarder table going on.
Man, yo, I'm like, yo, I saw that you backed. My man won like 5 minutes ago.
Is he drinking white wine or you're drinking red? He's drinking red, yeah.
No, I'm drinking. I got red vino, a little Cabernet Sauvignon. You know what you know.
And we know that because the packaging my books came in. I opened it.
Oh, we're going behind the scenes here.
Oh yeah, we're doing a little behind the scenes. A little behind the scenes, and it's the way I screened because I thought he was like joking with me, and I opened the box and these wine paper bags fly out. And I said, "Oh, you couple bottles, huh?" They're just fancy, and you know what? Reuse them because it's brown bagging it. Go sit out on the patio.
Gotta keep it fancy, baby. Gotta keep it fancy. Hey. Oh man. So
They
we
said,
got
how
all
big is that cup? You got a goblet.
I got the goblet. This is what was the Harry Potter? The fire goblet? Or the goblet of fire?
Yeah, goblet of fire. Yeah. You end up disappearing somewhere when you drink that.
I was about to say, it'd be funny if you choked. I said, "Don't cough."
That's got to be a House and Nerd show first, yeah. Sergio choked.
Wow, my eyes. I hurt myself.
Burned a little bit.
Joey put in there. I remember that conversation. The box wine and Taco Bell. I remember that conversation. That was pretty awesome.
And I did Pink Buzz one time with the Matt Rowe.
Yeah.
And I was drunk and I started rapping Wild Wild West. That's staying sober tonight. So.
You already threw up. Like, why are you throwing up twice? No.
Is there a way to recap?
Wow.
Do you know what? We didn't have Taco Bell over here until recently. My daughter now swears by it. But the only time we knew a Taco Bell over here was Demolition Man.
A classic.
I was like, the only restaurant that survives was Taco Bell. That film is so underrated. It's brilliant.
It is. It is an underrated film. It's a classic film, man. I mean, I feel like a lot of Wesley Snipes films are.
Oh yeah,
underrated.
Blade. Oh, Blade is one of the best Marvel films. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even by them. It's just one of their comic things. Blade, I love that film. Blade 2, I don't care, but Blade was awesome.
Oh yeah, agreed. Full on agree. I mean, he did what? Passenger 57. He did.
Yeah.
He's got a whole. I mean, the list is endless. New Jack City, a classic. A classic. So put some respect on Wesley Snipes' name there, folks.
Not put some respect on Wesley Snipes' name.
Put some respect.
He was really good in that Kevin Hart show on Netflix. What was it called? True Story?
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
He was in that series with Kevin Hart, and it makes you hate him so much. But really? Billy Zane is in it briefly. He could get it, and Wesley Snipes and Kevin Hart play brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually themed I think they themed Taco Bell. Like they'll do pop-ups themed Demolition Man.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool. I haven't seen that. Neighbor to the North saying New Jack City was such a great film. Man, hits. It hits. Hits for sure. Rich, man. So what's going on with the Kickstarter now? I mean, where are we at right now?
I think everyone's now at work or they've hit the bars because now we're at 59. I think in the morning. Unfortunately, anyone who ever produces a Kickstarter now goes through this period where they constantly check every hour, right? And I need to remind myself, don't do it. Just come back to it after a day, make some other new things available, and that's it.
Sure.
But there's a drug involved with Kickstarter, I'm telling you. You can't help it, you're checking. Which is crazy.
Constantly refreshing.
But even as a backer,
it does it.
Too.
Yeah.
Even as a backer, I'm when I got super backer, I was like, yes, I'm finally like Joey, because Joey posted when he got super backer, and I was like, come on, I have to be right behind them, and it was 2 projects later that I got it, and I said, yeah, we're almost equals.
Man, you're fighting for that Kickstarter title. But real quick, shout out big shout out to 7 Hertz Research. Again, they are so generously. They gave us the intro music. If you didn't hear it, check it out. Brand new intro music, courtesy of 7 Hertz Research. You can see they're at the ticker. That is their Twitter handle. Check them out. 7 Hertz, definitely I'll be in your DMs. Might need something for the show, for sure. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
Johnny,
count Johnny.
He is, isn't he?
I didn't count Johnny because there's no catching up. There's no catching up to him. So I was like, I am not even worried about that. But when I saw you got it, I said, I have to. And then I checked the requirements and Googled it. I said, now what do I have to do?
I realized I'm at 70 things I've backed now. I'm like, wow. I'm like, how have I backed 70 things? That's crazy. I'm just like, yeah, I'll have that.
Oh, but my favorite thing to do is to go on there and see, like, I know I've backed a lot of stuff, and then I'm like, but I've only gotten like 12 of them, and maybe like
where are they? I go through them and I forget about something, and all of a sudden something arrives, and I'm like, I completely forgot about that. Brilliant! I've got something to enjoy and read.
For backers, it's like a little bit shady, but it's funny. Like, you can like nudge the creator if they haven't posted anything in a long time, and it will like anonymously send an email to the creator like, hey, you have any updates? And I'm like, oh, this is kind of a little petty, but
so the very first thing I backed wasn't with this. I didn't realize I didn't use this account for doing my first backing. I'd done a different account. I'd done like my Apple ID or something stupid. And I backed this game 5 years ago called 𝐬𝐨𝐦𝐞, which looks amazing. And the guys behind it, they're really cool. Unfortunately, they ran into some sort of troubles, and 5 years later, they've still not delivered, which is, it's not their fault. And to be honest, you have to look at Kickstarter and go, it's a risk. Sometimes it can happen, sometimes it doesn't. But I remember they did their game. They started their game, and then I went, I need to make a game. And then I got my game out before, they've still not done it, but it was like, oh my God, it was so cool. But it doesn't count on my record here because it was done on a slightly different login. And I'm like, can I not move it across?
Bring them over. You got to bring them over, man. Yeah, you want to keep those numbers, man, going. For those folks who are still around, or if you didn't see it the first time, here is the House of Nerd show exclusive variant cover, man. Check out that bad boy. Man, I'm super hyped. Again, folks, this one will be super limited. What did we say, Richard? Dropping sometime in December, we're thinking?
Yeah, so basically, I think by the time I finish the comic, it should be ready, because I've got this month and I've got November, and I want to be printing mid-November, so it should come to you in December, I think.
Oh man, super excited! Yeah, and for everybody who's been tuning in, I know Cookie, thank you for tuning in, having so much fun with us. Michael Price, man, it's good to see you in the chat, my man. I think Joey's got to take off too. Juanito, thank you, man. Hey, we're trying to have fun here in the house, trying to do something different. Kickstarter launch party, man. And again, I'll take another opportunity, Richard, to thank you for wanting to collab with us, man, on this one.
Thank you so much for this. I've had a blast, and thank you so much. It's it's the best launch so far. Super fun to chat to you both. Big fan of the show. I've been loving what you guys have been doing, and just thank you for having me on.
It's absolutely our pleasure, man. Absolutely our pleasure, man. Yeah, it's been a whole blast. And just to take it back, because Snipes, we gotta put that respect. He's saying neighbor to the north, saying Snipes in White Man Can't Jump. He has a lot of bangers for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Great. Him honestly, that was an underrated chemistry. If you like, him and Harrelson were fantastic. And then
that was great.
Yeah, another classic. And then I think I saw here Horror Geek Mel was saying
yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, because the new
Can't Jump is getting rebooted. Stop.
So we saw Blade. There was the guy who's a brilliant actor. He's in
Mahershala Ali.
Ali? Yeah.
absolutely brilliant. He's doing Blade. I mean, I think it's a shame because I love the first Blade, but it does need, but it's quite cool. He's doing it, great. But I heard something stalled creatively.
Yes, I just saw
which
that.
Hopefully they get around. Yeah, because I think he'll be great.
Which is a shame. Yeah, the news, I think it dropped yesterday or the day before, that the director attached to the Blade film, he's dropped out.
Yeah.
Apparently, and then Elle, the actor who's playing Blade, he's saying that creatively they're at a stall. They don't have much in terms of the script. So, I mean, that's a shame. I mean, and it gets you really thinking. I mean, all this content that Marvel is pumping, and Blade really should probably be a tentpole film moving forward. It seems like they're struggling with it. So, I mean, it's too bad to hear. But
I love, like, he's such a great actor. I've seen him in different series, but he had a small part in Hidden Figures, which is one of my favorite films. And I know he was only minor in it, but it was brilliant. It's an amazing film. I mean, I'm a NASA nut. I love anything about the moon race, and that he was in Hidden Figures, and it was just an amazing cast. Everyone was brilliant in it. I love that film.
Richard, we got some love for sure. Juanito coming through, man. Yeah, absolutely, it was great.
Even on Luke Cage, he was great as Cottonmouth.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's right. He was Cottonmouth.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
You're like, you didn't want to mess with him.
Yeah. I'd pay to see that, Johnny. 100%. Blade versus Morbius is what we need.
Blade versus Morbius.
Yeah. And I'll agree with Joy on this one. I mean, it had to be R-rated, man. Like, but Marvel's gonna Marvel and Disney's gonna Disney. So I mean, we'll see. But we'll always have the Snipes, the OG.
You keep going back to Wesley Snipes. It's starting to get a little uncomfortable. Wesley, I apologize.
Put some Yo. Oh man. Yeah. I think. Hey, listen. This was a blast, man.
Thank you so much.
Big. No, thank you, man, Richard. This was a whole lot of fun, man. It turned out better than I think I could have hoped for.
I loved it. So again, thanks for having me on. And I know we've gone past the time we originally thought. I had a blast. So anyone who wants to come on the show, it's super fun. So do it. You guys, you host an awesome launch party. I know this is your first. Hey, they only get if this is the first and they get back from this, that's mind blowing. So brilliant. Do it. There's lots of creatives out there who will love you.
Sergio, make the noise.
What's that?
The cherry noise. This is your first.
No. You make you get a yippee out of me, but that's about it. No cherry noise. I embarrassed myself once already on this live. We're not doing it twice now, man. No, I appreciate those words, for real, man. Real talk. This was cool. And hey, we gotta do it again for number 6. We gotta do it again for
I'm there. Yeah, I'm definitely there.
It looks like it.
Thank you both. Thanks everyone who tied in. Yeah.
Oh man, Elle, are we gonna see that forehead again in issue number 6 or 7 moving forward?
I was gonna ask you what dance pose are you doing for the club scene?
Me?
Yeah, what dance pose are you submitting?
I know. If you want to see me dancing, I know it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we say it's the club scene.
What's that? Come on.
Well, we say club scene. That scene's they're queuing up outside, so we don't see in the club.
Oh,
that's all I can say. I know.
Not mid.
But if we did, you might see Sergio dancing in a cage somewhere.
Oh man, I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
That's cool. I know you up for it.
Hat on.
Shout out Horror Geek Mel. Glad you had fun. Glad everybody came through, and looking forward to folks. Mel will be on with us. What is it, the 9th? We're talking witches for our spooktacular read. Every Sunday? Oh, we're doing a horror reading, so we got some fun stuff planned for October. Elle, did you have anything else before we get out of here? I'll give you an opportunity.
If you haven't yet, go back to book, and let's fingers crossed. I get to be one of the recipients of a House of Nerd exclusive. Am I right?
You gotta be nice to me. Hey, that's it, folks. Thank you everybody for coming through, hanging out. Stay tuned for the House of Nerd exclusive, super limited. Richard, thank you again, and I hope that this is just the beginning for this issue 5 launch. And
Crickets.
Man, you got a dope IP, a dope story on your hands. There's some cool stuff.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right, folks.
Thanks everyone for tuning in as well.
Have a good one. We're gonna keep the party going. We're gonna keep the party going after hours.
You gonna do the outro or?
We out. Nah, no outro.